Wade Wilson, Earth 616. This is the original Deadpool from Marvel's main comic universe. He first appeared in 1991 in the New Mutants 98, created by Fabian Nicieza and Rob Liefeld. Wade Wilson was a mercenary diagnosed with terminal cancer who volunteered for the Weapon X program in a desperate attempt to survive. The experiment gave him a powerful healing factor similar to Wolverine's, but it left his body scarred and his mind unstable. Over time, he evolved from a one-note villain into a complex antihero known for breaking the fourth wall and speaking directly to readers. This version defines everything people associate with Deadpool: dark humor, extreme violence, and surprising emotional depth beneath the chaos. He has also been a member of teams like X-Force and even the Avengers at times, showing that he can function within larger superhero groups. Despite his instability, writers often return to his search for acceptance and identity as a core theme. Ultimate Deadpool, Earth 1610. In the Ultimate Marvel Universe, Deadpool is portrayed in a much darker and more grounded way. He works as an operative connected to anti-mutant forces, often aligned with the Reavers. Unlike the main comic version, this Wade does not focus on self-aware humor or constant fourth-wall jokes. Instead, he is more calculating and cold, functioning primarily as a government-backed enforcer. His personality is simplified, reflecting the Ultimate Line's effort in the early 2000s to modernize Marvel characters for new readers. As a result, this version feels more realistic but far less comedic. His role in the Ultimate Universe is limited compared to the main timeline, and he never reaches the same level of popularity. Still, he shows how flexible the character concept can be when tone and context are changed. Deadpool, Earth TRN 414. This is the live-action film version portrayed by Ryan Reynolds. After a brief appearance in X-Men Origins, Wolverine, the character, was properly introduced in the 2016 Deadpool film. This version stays close to the tone of the comics, combining intense action with direct commentary to the audience. A former Special Forces soldier turned mercenary, he undergoes an experimental treatment that activates his healing factor but leaves him disfigured. The commercial success of this portrayal showed that R-rated superhero films could succeed, influencing the direction of later comic-based movies. The sequel expanded his world by introducing characters like Cable and Domino, strengthening his place in modern superhero cinema. This version became one of the most recognizable portrayals of any Marvel character outside the main studio timeline. Weapon 11, X-Men Origins. Wolverine. This version appears at the end of the 2009 film X-Men Origins. Wolverine. Wade Wilson is transformed into a silent weapon called Weapon 11, with his mouth sealed shut and multiple mutant abilities added to his body. He demonstrates powers such as optic blasts and teleportation. However, this portrayal removes his humor and personality almost entirely. The strong backlash from audiences highlighted how essential Deadpool's voice and personality are to the character's identity. It also became an example of how changing core traits can distance a character from its source material. In many ways, this version indirectly led to the push for a more accurate adaptation later on. Lady Deadpool, Wanda Wilson, Earth 3010. Lady Deadpool is Wanda Wilson from an alternate universe. She shares the same healing factor, combat skills, and unpredictable nature as Wade. She was introduced during the Deadpool core storyline, where multiple Deadpool variants from different realities join together. While she retains the chaotic energy of the original, she is often shown as slightly more focused and strategic. Her presence demonstrates that the Deadpool identity can exist beyond one single version. She also adds variety to multiverse stories, giving writers new dynamics to explore. In cross-reality missions, she sometimes acts as a stabilizing force within the team. Kidpool, Earth 10330. Kidpool is a younger version of Deadpool from a universe where characters resemble students at a superhero school. He already possesses the healing factor and rebellious personality associated with Wade. Despite his age, He shows little respect for authority and approaches danger with confidence. This version explores how Deadpool's traits might appear if he had gained his powers much earlier in life. The school setting allows for lighter storytelling while still keeping action elements present. Even as a student, he displays flashes of the same unpredictable brilliance seen in the adult version. Dogpool, Earth 103173. Dogpool is a version of Deadpool from an alternate universe where he is a dog with regenerative abilities. He survives harsh experiments that grant him a healing factor similar to Wade's. Although he cannot speak, he expresses the same stubborn resilience. Dogpool became popular through multiverse storylines and demonstrates how adaptable the Deadpool concept can be. His visual contrast alone makes him memorable among other variants. Despite the comedic appearance, his backstory still carries elements of suffering and survival. Headpool, Earth 2149. Headpool originates from the Marvel Zombies universe. After a zombie outbreak, Deadpool is decapitated but remains alive as a severed head due to his healing factor. He continues speaking and thinking despite lacking a body. Later, he joins the Deadpool Corps and travels across realities. This version blends horror imagery with absurd persistence. His appearance is unsettling, yet his constant talking keeps the tone strangely light. It is one of the clearest examples of how far the character's concept can stretch. Evil Deadpool, Earth 616. Evil Deadpool is formed from severed body parts of Wade Wilson that regenerate into a separate being. These pieces combine into a version driven by anger and resentment. Unlike the original Wade, who balances violence with humor, Evil Deadpool lacks restraint and empathy. He represents a physical embodiment of Wade's darker side. Through this character, the concept of regeneration becomes a source of division rather than survival. His existence forces the original Wade to confront parts of himself he usually hides behind jokes. The conflict between them adds a psychological layer to the action. Deadpool 2099, Warda Wilson, Earth 16356. Deadpool 2099 is Warda Wilson, the daughter of Wade Wilson in a possible future timeline. She operates in Marvel's 2099 universe, a world shaped by advanced technology and powerful corporations. Warda inherits enhanced abilities and carries the legacy of the Deadpool name. While she reflects some of her father's unpredictability, she also shows greater focus and ambition. Her version extends the Deadpool identity into the future, proving it can evolve beyond its original form. She must navigate both the expectations tied to her father and the challenges of a harsher futuristic society. Through her, the Deadpool legacy becomes something that can be inherited and reshaped.